So I am going to the salon to cut off my locks. I have mixed emotions, mixed feelings about it. Only because I love my locks and I really wanted locks. I still do. Um, I've had them now for a little over a year. I got them in June of 2020, Corona year, and they were really taking shape and really just, yeah, I love them. I still want them. I still wanted them. However, I am cutting them because my scalp is not feeling it. Um, I have no idea what it is. I don't know if it's the wax that my scalp is not liking or it's the oil that I've been using, and I've been using coconut oil. I've actually tried quite a bunch of oils since I got it. Coconut oil in particular, my face does not like. My face, my scalp. So when I apply it on my scalp, sometimes when it like even drips on my hairline, I get a breakout. And I don't get breakouts like that. So my face doesn't like it, my scalp doesn't like it. My scalp is still really flaky, really dry. Um, and I've just itchy all the time. And I've decided to cut them off because I will not suffer. I will not suffer for locks. I really wanted them, but yeah, that's the situation. Now I'm not worried because I've cut my hair before. I've had short hair before. I loved it, and I always knew at some point I was gonna go back to it. I am, however, best believe I am carrying my locks home. And I hear people are out here selling people's hair, locks especially. I hear people sell them and buy them and like get them installed. So I am carrying my hair. No, like I cannot imagine somebody walking around with my hair on their head or vice versa. I'm coming back with my locks. So I'm gonna take you along um, as I get them cut and I get my new haircut. So yeah, I guess let's do it. Here we go. Hi. So it's been a couple of weeks, maybe even months since this happened. And I just thought I'd close off this video with a very quick little chat about hair, and specifically African textured hair. Okay. So the hair and beauty industry in Africa is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's raking in billions of money for companies that sell these products to us. every year on year on. And these products, some of these products are sold to us because we have believed, we have been conditioned, as specifically I want to talk about Black African girls, that our skin color and our hair texture needs improvement, needs correction. So these people have capitalized on that colonial mentality of being, when the African continent was seen as a dark continent, we live up to the Western standard. So as Black African girls, our gold standard is the long, silky Caucasian hair. And that is as unrealistic as it gets, right? And so we keep chasing that narrative that has been sold to us. I personally got my hair relaxed at a very young age. I want to say by standard 4. I think that was I was about 8 years old. My mother had relaxed my hair. And it's because it's what mothers of those days used to do. It was cool when you had a little baby girl with very nice, long, relaxed hair. And it's because our parents come from a generation also of where the straighter the hair, the longer the hair, that was the standard for beauty, right? That was the generation they came from, which of course stemmed from colonial narratives that were sold to us, that were pushed down our throat, really, but we bought into them, and we've continued to be mentally colonized in that way. I think about young African girls, and ladies, if you think about your very early memories of your hair experiences, salon experiences, they're very unpleasant. And if you're as old as I am, back in the day before blow dries came in, we used to have what we used to call a hot comb. And a hot comb was a metallic comb that would be placed on a heat source. It would have to get hot enough, and then it would be used to straighten out your hair. It wasn't pleasant. It's painful. It's a hot metallic thing on your head. Sometimes you get burns from it. And you would go to these salons every other week or get your hair plaited or whatever. And a lot of us have very bad early hair experiences. And so we grow up hating our hair texture and knowing that it has to be corrected. So we relax it using chemicals, we buy weaves, anything to ensure that your natural kinky hair is not out for the world to see. Because, we've been told, it's been sold, this lie has been sold to us that our natural hair is not cute, it's not beautiful, it's unprofessional, it's unkempt, and literally this is how our hair grows out of our head. But we've been told, no, it's wrong. And if you think about it, it's so twisted. Sometimes when you go to the salon, or when I used to go to when I do go to the salon, if I do, sometimes you're there and a parent has brought their young girl to either get their hair straightened or plaited. And if you've been to the salon, you've probably had this experience too. And a child is wailing in the salon because they don't want their hair touched. They don't want it straightened. They don't want it plaited. It's painful. It's uncomfortable. And they're just a baby. And so we bring up generations of women and young ladies who have such a twisted relationship with their hair. And dare I say even their skin color. But today I just want to talk about hair. That needs to change. We need to decolonize ourselves. We need to shift the mentality. And it's improved over time. Social media is a two-edged sword. TV is a two-edged sword. One, when we were growing up, the representations that we had of beauty, the gold standards for beauty were long, hair, silky, straight hair. That was a gold standard. And it was the same even for body sizes, for skin color, right? And so young African girls grow up chasing after an unrealistic standard. And that's why, the bleaching, skin bleaching product industry is big. It's bigger than life. The hair straightening, the wigs, because we want to be these people we see on TV. However, in the recent years, that double-edged sword has also brought a good, because I feel that there's more representation now than back in our days when we were growing up. There's more representation of dark-skinned, beautiful young women with kinky hair, big, short, bald women, and there's so many representations of beauty that young girls growing up now have something to relate to, which is, I think, awesome, and we need more of that. I do get some people, I get sometimes very funny reactions from people when I cut my hair. I've had short hair before. But even not just short hair, I get a lot of unsolicited opinions from people about my hair. People, because when I first cut my hair, I've always had long hair, and as I said, my hair was relaxed very early on. People would be shocked. Why on earth would you cut long hair? What are you doing? And when I got locks, it was like, why are you destroying your hair? And people have such attachment to hair. It's crazy. It's so crazy. And I don't have that. For me, my hair is just another part of me. And it's those reactions and it's those mentalities that keep pushing young women to do things to themselves because they feel they have to reach a certain standard. And I'm not bashing anybody who has any of those hair types I've mentioned. Bald, weaved, relaxed, whatever. For me, the thing is, and the conversation really is, why do you really do what you do? Is it because you feel you're less than if you don't? Is it because you cannot imagine being with your real hair, being with your real skin color? Is it because you have, they call it, I think, body dysmorphia? Correct me if I'm wrong, where it just, you cannot, your real self, you just can't live with it. You just feel that there's something wrong with it. And I think that's the real question. We need to really investigate as women, as Black African women. Why do we do the beauty enhancing things that we do? If you've gotten to a point where to you it doesn't define you, whether you have a red wig on or you're bald or you have locks or whatever it is, it doesn't define you. It's just an expression of yourself. It's just like you would wear a green shirt today and tomorrow a white one, different outfits. It's just an expression. Then that's a healthy relationship with yourself. But if you do it because you feel that if you don't do it, you're less than, then there's a deeper, there's something there that you need to unpack within yourself. So my hope is that the next generation of young African girls will grow up knowing that they're perfect exactly the way they are. Their skin color, their hair texture doesn't define them. It's just another part of them. It doesn't define them. It doesn't define what's in their head. What's on their head has nothing to do with who they are and what's in their head. And that they can love themselves exactly the way they are. And that we can be the generation to help them know that and appreciate that because of how we carry ourselves. Okay, so yeah, with that, I want to say goodbye and welcome, come back again for more content like this. Adios.